What is up, YouTube? And today we have another patch preview for you for Epic 7 that will be coming out on the 3rd of January, which is tomorrow as of this video's posting. So let's actually see what the summary is going to be. So the first thing you're going to see is episode 5. There's going to be a new chapter and new episode coming into the game. We have chapter 5 and also chapter 6. We have a new hero in Elvira, I believe. She is a vampire from the story. And we have a new side story coming alongside with her, of course, because she is a new unit, meaning that she will be available from the story summon. And then you're going to see here we have a new hero, Dragon King SHARUN, and she will be a Moonlight 5-star, a light soul weaver. And honestly, she doesn't really look too much like SHARUN, I guess her eyes, but that's really it. She kind of looks like a completely new unit, which is kind of funny. Then we have a 3-star unit, which is new, Leia. We have Battle Frenzy for RTA and World Arena being adjusted, so this will change up the meta quite a bit if it's a significant change. And we also have for the Book of Memories Fairy Tale for a Snowy Day. That is a very, very important side story to be in the Book of Memories because of the artifact, a nostalgic music box, which is available there, which is the best in slot for Conquer Ilias. Definitely want to make sure you play through that and get that artifact. It is super, super good on any fast, tanky unit. We also have the new Guild Wars season starting and UI changes. So yes, we have episode 5, chapter 5, and episode 5, chapter 6 coming out. And then you're also going to see with that new chapter release, we're going to have Elvira. She is an ice thief. I don't know what it is with Smilegate and ice units, but we have another ice unit. Don't know why they're not releasing like fire units, because fire units are pretty bad right now, or even earth units, which are like okay, barring a few units, right? So ice thief again. Hopefully this doesn't mean she'll be super fast and will be an opener and like super annoying cleave unit, because we've been getting so many of those lately. But probably she will be because she's a thief. She'll probably be very squishy. Now don't be deceived by her artwork, guys, as we saw with Blooming Lidica. Blooming Lidica looked amazing and then she kind of sucked. But Elvira, I know this will cater to a fan base out there that is very cultured and likes, you know, never mind. Anyways, we have the new Moonlight 5-star, Dragon King SHARUN. I'm not really sure what that means, because isn't SHARUN a female? I mean, I'm not assuming genders here, but that kind of means that SHARUN is a man, no? Dragon King. Otherwise, it'd be Dragon Queen, because I'm pretty sure Smilegate always distinguishes between King and Queen, like Little Queen Charlotte and stuff like that. But okay, we have Dragon King SHARUN, who is a light soul weaver, new 5-star unit. That is Moonlight, of course. And the thing is, usually with soul weavers that are Moonlight 5-stars, they end up being either very good or very bad. Like, there's no real in-between, because soul weavers are like support units, right? And usually support units, they're either very overpowered, like Conquer Lilias, Death Dealer Ray, just stuff like that. Or even like made Chloe when she was very meta. Or they're just completely useless, like Blood Moon Haste. There's not really a medium that like actually supports like just okay soul weavers. They're either overplayed because they're strong, or they're never played at all because how they're supposed to support and their role on their team can be done by other units. So yeah, you'll never really see a soul weaver be just okay. So I'm kind of scared. I feel like she might be super broken, or she might just be super useless, as Smilegate has been kind of setting a trend recently. They're just releasing pretty bad units. So hopefully it's not either of those, and she's like a decent unit, but not like super overbearing where it's to the point where you don't want to play if you don't have her. Or, you know, she just becomes perma-banned and you can't actually use her. And yes, we have the new 3-star unit, Earth Ranger. Usually with 3-star units, they're going to be mostly for PvE. And the reason is, even if their kits are good, I think Smilegate has been trying to release some good 3-star units for quote-unquote PvP with like decent kits. The thing is, their base stats are too low at 3 stars until they get specialty changed. And you're going to notice with specialty changes, like you get a ton of stats, because those are the stats you actually need to compete with 5-star and 4-star units base stats. So it's hard to say whether she'll be good for PvP. Most likely will be a PvE unit, but she looks pretty cool. Next, we have Battle Frenzy being affected. So Battle Frenzy will only affect people who are into World Arena. So what is being actually changed is Battle Frenzy stage reduction and effect value changes for each stage. So basically the effect of low Battle Frenzy stages will be decreased. So Battle Frenzy, I believe, will not scale as quickly as what they're saying. The decreased max health effect will be decreased. So this current season, or I guess like the last season, max health would go down pretty quickly, which would make health scaling units kind of, you know, get outscaled pretty easily. And you kind of see that because a lot of health scaling units just aren't really played anymore because of the frenzy, and also more importantly because of injury. And because there's a lot of injury in the meta with this decreased max health effect being super fast, it's really hard to play units like APOC Ravi, Alencia, Shu when they were actually pretty decent before. But I wouldn't say it's mostly because of injury, so this might help them, but I don't really think so. You're also going to see a decreased healing effect will be increased to late game, or increased for late game. I think they forgot the R here. So healing will not be as strong later into the game as Battle Frenzy scales, which is pretty interesting. I think this will be okay because there's a lot of healing in the game with like ML Landy and also like ML Bologna with Sigurds, also lifesteal set on Abyssal Euphine, but whatever. So Book of Memories, like I said, Nostalgic Music Box, you definitely want to get this artifact from here. Very powerful. And then we have the Guild Wars season, Oath season beginning. So if you're not in a guild, please get into one. Now when you're in a guild, obviously you get a lot more currency with a lot of events coming. Ancient Inheritance should be running again in about a month or two, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So you definitely want to make sure you join a guild ASAP, because first, we have that Guild Wars season starting, so there's a lot of Mystics, and also Ancient Inheritance should be starting. I believe, I want to say like at the end of January or the start of February is most likely when they'll actually do it, if we're following the same schedule. Next, you're going to see the global ban will extend also to Leah. It's kind of funny Leah's here. It's probably because maybe she's going to be good for PvP. I think they're trying to make her good for PvP. I think this is the first time they actually had a newly released 3-star unit banned, so maybe it's because she's good in PvP, or maybe it's because they just want to be consistent from now on, just ban released units, newly released units. So we'll see. Like I said, I don't think she'll be super good for PvP unless like she's like super broken and they just overload her kit. And then UI improvements, they're just moving the button for stop repeat battling. Honestly, it's not really a big deal, but I've actually clicked this multiple times and actually canceled my battle, so cool, I guess, but don't really know why they had to make this huge thing about it. Also, you're going to see that there's going to be an effect added to the battle menu when configuring the high quality support option. You can see Abyss and Hunt look a little bit cooler. There's a rainbow now. There's stuff coming out of the Abyss. Interesting. Then we also have Ada, who will be running with her artifact after the maintenance. We'll be talking about her and if she's worth pulling for. Long story short, she's very good for cleavers. Not anymore, but she's still decent. Then we have Melissa running next week, a vampire, alongside the new vampire Elvira with her artifact. So yeah, that's pretty much for this patch. We also are going to have this Mystic Summon rotation, of course, starting on the 18th of January, so you have a lot of time to save up your Mystics. Also running with Kitty Clarissa, but I think they'll be revealing her kit later. I think Smilegate has been revealing like skill kits super late now, like almost like the day before or the day of the character's release, which is very annoying. But whenever they do release information on their skill kits, or if they're leaks, I will actually post immediately, so you guys can keep your eyes out for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this patch. Let me know what you guys are most excited for, and if you guys will be pulling for the new Moonlight 5-star unit or Elvira, the new Ice unit as well.